Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Leo, April 12, 2025. You tend to go out of your way helping out others today, but you might need to delegate some tasks or take some time for yourself. Avoid overcommitting. You can have a stronger desire to tackle the smaller problems and items on your to-do list today, but there can be distractions to wrestle. As the day advances, it's a powerful time for mental health and emotional well-being. Family can be understanding and encouraging, or you're motivated to work on home projects with great care and enthusiasm. You want to grow and improve now, and you have little tolerance for feelings of stagnation. At the same time, you can reflect on patterns and connections in your life, and relationships develop for the better as you do. Even if you can't seem to communicate your inner message right now, you might consider that you don't truly need to at the moment. Venus, our sweet planet of beauty and attraction, has you caught in a spider's web now. She has been dancing in your solar house of privacy and the unconscious, giving you a chance to reflect on how you've built your personal and romantic life in the past 8 years. This is especially true because she is retrograde until April 12th. Pay attention to what your intuition is saying in regard to your heart's desires. Your gut instinct is helping you to turn in direction. You may also notice that you have a more remarkable ability to release relationships, the past, and baggage. A fateful conversation may occur today. Think back to April 4th, since conversations and downloads from this day may play out today. Whatever you say or think may play a more significant part in your work life, as Mercury in Pisces conjuncts the North Node in Pisces and opposes the South Node in Virgo. You may finally see your work life, professional opportunities, and workplace dynamics with a clear perspective. Something you once felt or intuited could also be confirmed. Trust that you are finally seeing someone or something for what they are. Walking can be a great exercise for you now because it gives you time to slow down and concentrate on yourself. You may need to think certain issues over and clear up excess mental clutter, not to mention free-floating anxieties. Walking or long runs, if you are an accomplished runner already, is a spiritual as well as a physical exercise and is highly recommended right now. Take care that you are not overly demanding or bossy on this day of your own essence. With the added injection of your need for independence and leadership strengths, you may be in a rigid mindset, one that sees you wanting to have complete control over everything. Further, others who have ideas that interfere with yours may not be as well received as they should. Be patient and respectful, even if this means biting your tongue at times. The same forces that turned last month's full moon in your work sector into a total lunar eclipse are still there as the moon makes its next visit. Because the sun is no longer on the other side of the sky, this is not an eclipse, but the forces behind it are still there, and that means both a boost to work and job matters, but also a window into the lunar node's policing of knowing when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off. With the moon and Mercury both crossing the lunar nodes at the same time, the reminders will be more obvious, but also the resources that can help you work smarter. In between the moon's departure from your romantic sector yesterday and its return to your relationship sector tomorrow, life has taken a bus. Your turn, though not for long. With Mars returning to your romantic sector next week and the weekend set to host a full moon in your relationship sector, the love and relationship gods are waiting in the wings and will step in when they need to. Leo, your presence holds quiet power today. Your quote of the day: true confidence doesn't roar, it radiates. Your color of the day is amber gold, regal and grounding. Lucky numbers: 5, 14, 22. Instead of proving yourself, focus on expressing your truth. A leadership moment arises, lead with warmth, not pride. Creative sparks may come in waves, catch one and run with it. Your heart knows which spotlight is worth stepping into. Our eyes in the sky. Let's take a moment to settle in and breathe into the energy of April 13, 2025. This reading isn't about predicting the future in some distant or detached way, it's about tuning into the rhythm of your present, helping you feel a little more aligned with your inner truth, and reminding you that your journey is unfolding with purpose, even when things feel unclear. Wherever you're joining from today, whether it's morning coffee, a quiet walk, or a moment stolen between tasks, this is your space to pause and connect. The first card that steps forward is the Six of Swords, and there's such a gentle kind of wisdom in this card. It speaks to transitions, not necessarily dramatic ones, but the slow and steady movement from one emotional shore to another. You may be in the midst of leaving something behind, whether physically, mentally, or emotionally. It could be a mindset that no longer fits, a chapter that's naturally closing, or even a relationship dynamic you're redefining. This card honors the courage it takes to move forward even when you're not sure what's next. It reminds you that healing doesn't always look like fireworks. Sometimes, it's as quiet as making peace with the past and choosing to carry only what's necessary. If you've been sensing a shift within, even a subtle one, the Six of Swords is a sign that you're moving in the right direction toward calmer waters, more aligned connections, and greater clarity. Next, we have the Queen of Cups. This energy is nurturing, intuitive, and deeply compassionate. Today, you may feel especially connected to your emotional world or to the people around you who need a little extra understanding. The Queen of Cups invites you to lead with your heart, but not to the point of self-sacrifice. Her strength is in her empathy, her ability to hold space without losing herself in other people's waves. Maybe you've been someone else's anchor lately, or maybe you've needed one and haven't known how to ask. Let this card remind you that emotional depth is a gift, and when you honor it your own and others, you create space for healing and connection. This might be a beautiful time to journal, reach out to a friend, or even just sit in quiet reflection. Your sensitivity is not a burden, it's your superpower. The third card we're working with is the Eight of Pentacles. I love this card because it celebrates effort, the kind you've been quietly putting in, maybe without even realizing it. This is the card of craftsmanship, dedication, and progress over perfection. Whether you've been working on yourself, your relationships, your goals, or your actual work, this card affirms that what you're doing matters. You're building something lasting, something meaningful, and even if you're not seeing results just yet, they are coming. Think of this like tending a garden. You water, you weed, you wait, and eventually, something blooms. Keep going. Every small step counts, even when no one else sees it. Especially then. And now, the Knight of Wands comes blazing in with a burst of bold, passionate energy. If you've been feeling stuck or unsure, this card might be your permission slip to shake things up. It's a call to reconnect with your enthusiasm, to take a leap, to act on something that excites you even if it's a little impulsive or imperfect. When was the last time you followed a spark just because it felt good? The Knight of Wands doesn't wait for conditions to be perfect, he moves with courage and curiosity. Maybe today's the day to start that creative project, book that weekend trip, or finally, speak your truth. Let yourself feel lit up by life again. Our final card for today is the Ten of Cups, and what a beautiful note to end on. This card is all about emotional fulfillment, deep gratitude, and the kind of joy that comes from knowing you're aligned with what really matters. It's not about having everything look perfect on the outside, it's about inner peace, loving connections, and a sense of wholeness that comes from within. If you're already feeling this today, soak it in. If not, let this card be a gentle reminder that this kind of happiness is possible and within reach. Sometimes we forget how much beauty surrounds us in the everyday, the way the sun comes through the window, the sound of someone laughing, the stillness of early morning. The Ten of Cups nudges you to notice it, to be present for it, to claim it, in whatever way it shows up. Together, these cards, the Six of Swords, Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and Ten of Cups, paint a picture of a day that asks for both softness and bravery. A day that holds space for your healing, your heart, your hard work, and your hope. You're allowed to move on. You're allowed to feel deeply. You're allowed to work toward what matters. You're allowed to be excited. And yes, you are absolutely allowed to be happy. So now I'd love to hear from you. What part of today's reading resonated with you most? Are you feeling the energy of transition? The call to reconnect with joy? Or maybe you're simply appreciating the reminder that your emotions are valid and your journey is sacred. Whatever came up for you, feel free to share in the comments. Your story might just help someone else feel seen too. Wherever you are today, may you feel grounded, encouraged, and reminded that you are exactly where you need to be.